witches, pagans, and spiritual people. Let's talk about pagan spring cleaning. The more you clean your surroundings, the more uncluttered your surroundings are, the more clarity you'll feel, the more peaceful you'll feel. You won't have such high anxiety. The more you donate, the more you will be able to breathe. It's just as simple as that. I mean, I'm not talking about a few papers or a book or two or a couple of dishes in the sink. I'm talking about when it gets really cluttered. It's just chaos for your mind. And even though you don't think it, it actually does clutter your mind as well, because it adds things that you have to do, and your mind gets too full, and then you forget about other things. The more you donate or throw away, the more light you'll feel, the more you're able to see your house, and the more you'll be able to see a new life. The more you'll be able to see joy, the more you'll be able to feel joy. In other words, the more your house is out of control, the more anxiety you'll feel, the more you'll feel unsettled, and then chaos that surrounds you becomes chaos inside as well. Clutter, in other words, is chaos. You don't need chaos. Clutter in your physical surroundings robs you of your peace and joy. If you continue listening to this, you're here because this is happening to you. You're understanding how mess and clutter can mess up your mind. It might be something that you've been suffering with your whole life, surrounding yourself with stuff that makes you feel safe, gives you an identity. Identity might be a person, a collector. Sounds like a good name. But seriously, if it's not a neat collection in one area of your home, and it begins to be everywhere, and then it gets worse, and you have it filling up an entire room that you never see it, maybe once a year. Maybe you're going to use it one day. That's an excuse. I'll probably use this one day. As soon as I get rid of it, I'll need it. But what you're saying to your mind is you'll never be able to afford it. And perhaps that might have happened to you as a child. You didn't have anything. And so when you surround yourself in stuff that you might need, you'll never be in that situation again. But you're telling yourself you'll never be able to afford it, and thus you never will. So this is going to be a workshop, or maybe a series of workshops, depending on how long this takes me, of how to declutter your home. So pagans usually start in bulk, which is what Muggles call Groundhog Day now. Now, some do start at the spring equinox. I don't like to do that because I like to plant my seeds. I like to have all the clutter gone and then plant my seeds at the spring equinox. But some of you that are in that phase, that's great too. So, it's overwhelming to look at your house. And when we get overwhelmed, we don't want to do anything. So I'm going to make it simple. I'm going to just ask you to do 10 minutes, 10 minutes a day. That's it, until you get momentum. 10 minutes. We can do that. So first of all, I want you to get 4 boxes. Donate, sell, toss, and relocate. Donate, sell, toss, and relocate. 4 boxes. Now, you can ask someone for boxes, or you can buy some of those great big Tupperware boxes. For those of you that know me, I have lots of those I could bring over and help you. Well, I'm not going to bring them over. I actually have someone that can do that. So the donate box, what goes in the donate box is things that still look really good. They're still in really great shape. They don't have to be fixed. There's nothing wrong with them, but they could serve someone else. The sell box is something that is in great shape. It's almost new. It's got no scuffs or anything, and you could actually make a profit from it. That's the sell box. The toss box is stuff that you've been saying you're going to get around to fix, but you never do, and you've been saying that for over a year. That's the toss box. I'm sorry, but if you don't have the time to get to it in 1 year, it's toss. It's just simply toss. And if you're struggling with that, there is a problem there. Relocate. Now, this is the box of stuff that you want to keep, but it's piling up, and it needs its own place. It means it doesn't belong in the space that it's sitting in now. That is the relocate box. That relocate box would be something like you have utensils sitting in the bathroom or sitting on your coffee table when they should be in the drawer. So I'm sure all of you, I know I have, you start cleaning up one area only to see other stuff, and then you lose focus on what you were doing in the first place. So nothing really gets done. It only gets half done. This happens because, as I was speaking about before, is that your mind is cluttered. You don't have clear focus. And so you think, oh, I can't focus. Well, you can't focus because your mind is full of clutter, and so is your surroundings. And if you don't think that you'll get around to actually selling stuff and actually going through the motions and putting it on Facebook Market or making a garage sale or however you're going to sell it, then skip that box for now. Then just focus on the 3. So we think that we cherish all these things that we're holding on to, but that's not true. To truly cherish an item is to make sure that it's in a secret place. It's not in a box. You have to discard things that have served their purpose. They might have served their purpose at a certain time, like a teddy bear. It served its purpose. You were sleeping with it as a child. it was your comfort thing. I mean, it's a memory. Take a picture of it. It's no longer serving you. It's just a memory of a good time, which is fine. Take the picture of that memory. Give it to someone who could use it. Do you see what I mean? Don't be scared that you're going to lose the memory if you lose the item. Now, some of you have the wrong idea that to throw something away is wasteful. And for some of you, it's even shameful. But as I said, get those 4 boxes. Donate, sell, toss, or relocate. And once you're done that, make a goal to do this. This is the day I'm going to get my boxes. Write it down. Write it down. If you don't have a car, phone someone, make the plan to get those 4 boxes.